This whole Legacy Motorsports, NASCAR, and Noah Gragson situation, it's gone too far.
Wynn's gonna punch his ticket to the championship four.
Got him this time. Oh, he turned it.
No. Make room. Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. There's another 7-time champ. By Logano, maybe no. Kenseth takes him out.
Using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. 3 flags in the air.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Cameron Simpson, and to all my NASCAR fans and fans out there who are just wanting to hear some opinions on the story, hit that like button and consider subscribing. We do this all the time. So, if you missed it, Noah Gragson has been in some pretty hot water lately because he liked a tweet which was considered offensive, and it wasn't a tweet, excuse me. He liked a meme on Instagram. It was considered offensive and bad, and I made a video on this. I don't disagree. Him liking the tweet was a bad decision. He shouldn't be liking tweets as a professional athlete like that. But with that said, today some new information about Noah Gragson came out that I want to discuss. First off, if you missed it, Noah Gragson, he was suspended indefinitely with no number on the suspension. He was just suspended by both NASCAR and Legacy Motorsports because he liked an Instagram post. And let me remind you guys, and I just want to state this again, and just think about you being at home. How many of you go on Instagram, scroll, you're scrolling, you're liking things like that. I just liked something. I'm talking to you guys live, and I just like something, right? People like things without thinking. I very strongly doubt that Noah Gragson was thinking when he liked that tweet. I personally of course I want to be the guy to interview him, but we're a very small channel, but I would love for somebody to interview him and just talk to him. But with that said, I said this the other day. You know, we all scroll through our phones, we like tweets without even thinking. Like, I just like to tweet without even thinking. I just like an Instagram post without even thinking. People like things without even thinking. It's just part of life, right? You go on social media, you scroll endlessly, and you like everything. So, because Noah Gragson hit the heart button, and I think I'm not trying to offend anybody by any of this commentary, so please don't take it that way, right? I agree. The meme, it's not a great meme. It's not good at all. It can be considered offensive, 100%. I understand some people being agitated about it, but most of the people who are agitated about this meme and about him liking this meme and about Noah Gragson now and our Noah Gragson haters, I think a lot of them never watched a minute of NASCAR, and I just want to say that. I watch NASCAR every single weekend. You guys know it. I follow NASCAR every single weekend, and I was against the suspension of Noah Gragson, okay? I don't think suspending him was necessary in the grand scheme of things. I understand that NASCAR has sponsors. They have people they need to answer to, and no sponsor wants press that's bad. And in the day and age, a lot of companies need to get rid of all these things. I understand that. We live in a cancel culture, right? So he's obviously going to get in some hot water. I thought it was just going to be some sensitivity training, but it turns out it was not. It's an indefinite suspension. Okay, whatever. A weekend suspension sounds good, but reports are now flying out that Noah Gragson has been fired. Yes, you heard me right. You're fired. According to The Athletic, which, by the way, there's very conflicting reports, but according to The Athletic, who I trust very big, they report on everything NASCAR, and they're always right. Noah Gragson and Legacy Motor Club, they part ways after driver's suspension, according to sources. And I think he's right. I think The Athletic's right. I think this is a perfect excuse for Legacy Motorsports to get rid of Noah Gragson because he's had a tough year. He hasn't really been living up to the expectations, I would say. But that said, the team also hasn't been living up to any expectations. Another report came out that said, no, Noah Gragson, he's not fired. He's just out for the next 2 weeks. So you have ESPN reporting that he's out for the next 2 races. You have Fox News reporting he's out for the next 2 races. But you have The Athletic reporting that he is been fired. And I go with what The Athletic says. It makes the most sense. So even if it's just the next 2 races, it just makes sense that he's been let go for the rest of the season for Legacy Motorsports. I think NASCAR fans should be angry about this. The fact that he made a mistake, and you should feel bad for him. He made a simple mistake, and because he made a mistake, his entire driving career could be thrown out the window. We look at Kyle Larson, who's won a NASCAR championship and does all this. He made a mistake, and not a single sponsor jumps on board that team. His team is still heavily funded by Hendrick Motorsports, which is his team. So now this little mistake, see you later, Noah Gragson. I mean, Noah Gragson has 0 chance of winning a Cup Series championship. He's done. And it's very sad if you ask me, and I'm sorry, I hope I can say that. I really feel bad for him. His career was just getting started, and he likes a tweet and is fired, reportedly. He likes a tweet and he's out for the next 2 races, which are the next 2 road courses. So he could be back for Daytona, which is the last race of the season. You know what would be great if Noah Gragson does come back, which I don't think he is, but if Noah Gragson does come back and wins at Daytona, that would be great. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't believe the Athletic Report. I do. It's definitely a legal process to abort a contract early. There needs to be precedent for it, and I'm sure in the policies of the contract, there is something in there for social media conduct. So I'm sure Legacy Motorsports is in their rights to get rid of Noah Gragson. NASCAR should reinstate him for this weekend. NASCAR should get rid of their suspension and say, sure, he's back. He just needs to do sensitivity training, and he's back. NASCAR should do that right now. It shouldn't be a 3-race suspension. It shouldn't even have been a 1-race suspension. NASCAR should just get out of it on their end and say, look, here it is, Noah Gragson, he's back, according to NASCAR. And then throw it in Legacy Motorsports court. Because I think Legacy Motorsports is doing something really wrong. I really don't like what they're doing. This poor driver is going to get suspended for liking a meme, which, don't get me wrong, is offensive to a lot of people. And I can understand outrage over it, right? I don't think that type of meme should even be on the internet. But I also want to let you know that 70,000 other people liked that tweet. 70,000 other people who, I bet you, have pretty high stakes jobs and have stuff like that, like that tweet. And Noah Gragson's getting the fall from it. So I think the lesson learned here is pay more attention to what you like on social media, because it can bite you in the butt. The other lesson here is that we live in a world now where no matter what you do, you can easily be chalked up and thrown away, even if it's a mistake. There's no room for mistakes in the professional world anymore. You need to be 100% perfect. And if you mess up, you better be ready for the consequences. And I think that is very much wrong. And I think Noah Gragson should have got some sensitivity training. And the fact that he's getting fired because some reporter was scrolling through his social media, diving to find something to get on this guy, it stinks. It does stink for him. I really do. I'm sorry. If I feel bad for the guy that his career is now over because of this. I don't know. This whole thing frustrates me. This whole thing where it just frustrates me because I can understand people being agitated. I can understand people being mad, right? But it shouldn't come to somebody's job. Like, I don't know. I mean, what if somebody made... I heard this argument. What if it was a meme about other events that happened? What if it was a meme making fun of other things? Would it have been the same reaction? So, I don't know. There's such a weird thing going on in the sports world right now, and it's just so agitating to me. Sports and all other things should be totally separate. I just want my sports to be sports, and I want my other things to be other things. But they're intertwined too much, and it's just really aggravating to the viewer at home. I will never stop watching NASCAR. I love it too much. I will not stop watching. But just something about this just boils my blood a little bit. And Noah Gragson, I think you have to feel for him. But you also have to understand he made an idiotic move. He did something dumb. No questioning about it. He needs to think more. So to all you out there, just be careful what you do on social media. Be careful what you do online, because somebody one day down the road, if they don't like you, they'll scroll and they'll scroll and they'll try to find something. So just be perfect. Anyway, that's that. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, all of that. We've just been grinding videos lately because there's a lot frustrating me. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Peace out. I'll see you later.